Here's the thing that I don't like about the Hell in the Cell. I hated TNA's lockdowns. Mm-hmm. I just hate the whole concept. And here's
cage show.
Right, bro. Because look, there were 2 other Hell in the Cell cage matches before Sasha and Charlotte. Yep. To me, that's overkill. It dilutes the gimmick, right? Mm-hmm. There should just be I think a cage match to me should be like a final match to the blow off of a feud with blood. And if you can't have blood because it's WWE physicality, a street fight.
And here's the concept of the feud. One of the guys keeps trying to run away, and the other guy wants to get his hands on him and kill him.
Right.
So that's why you've built up and you finally have this guy in the cage.
But
right.
the problem, I think, where it got switched up is that it used to be when the situation was appropriate, you would book a steel cage or a Hell in the Cell. When it becomes a slot on the calendar at a certain time of year, when they book shows day of, and with injuries and other things, they're not. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but bro, Hell in the Cell is a Halloween show, basically.
Right.
It's just like it's a Halloween. It's a Halloween. It's cage. Hell in the Cell. Halloween. It's like that's the show. So
yeah, I just don't like matches where there's more than one cage match. You know what I'm saying? Or the whole theme is cage. Well, then the girls had to go out there after all those guys did all that stuff, and it's just right. I'm like Charlotte and Sasha. When they brawl with each other, they look good. Mm-hmm. When they work and try to do spots and try to do all these things, to me, they don't.
I mean, I think they got there's a lot of highlight reel material. You know what I mean?
Right, but you're setting up furniture in the ring. You're trying to set it up correctly because it doesn't seem like it's part of a fight. It just seems like it's part of you're setting up acrobatic exhibition spots, like a circus. You know what I'm saying? But when they're fighting,
bro, the fans already know that that's part of the match. They don't look at it like that. I think only you do. Well,
no, it's not. I would trust me, bro.
Well, you and maybe every guy that
you can't sit there and look at the way they're setting these spots up and not look like that looks phony.
Yeah, no, they're not as good, bro. That's one thing because they're not as seasoned. This girl Charlotte's been wrestling how long? 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah.
I mean, she's
absolutely
incredible. She's a natural. To get in 3 years what she's done is incredible, but nonetheless, she's only been in a short time. How long has Charlotte been in KG?
Peep this, guys. She signed her developmental contract in May 2012. She had her first televised match July 2013. So she trained for just over a year and then is 3 years in from her first TV match.
Right.
Who's this, Sasha?
Charlotte, sorry.
How about Sasha?
Sasha Banks, just to fill that in, trained for 2 years and debuted in 2010.
And let me tell you this. Okay, just from watching her work.
So she's been in the business 6 years.
6 years. And let me tell you still what she has trouble with.
Right.
She has trouble selling throughout the match.
Right.
She sold great when the spot was made for her to sell, where she takes the power bomb and they stretch her out. Okay, sell like you're dead here. But once you get up from that stretcher and go back into the match, well, we still have to remember to sell that we were getting stretchered out a couple minutes ago. So we have to continue to sell that kind of level of degree of pain throughout the match, but she just goes from Superman to sell, Superman to sell, Superman to sell. That's a problem that she, like I said, she hasn't gotten that yet. But I'm a fan of her. I think she's good. I think she's obviously one of the better women they got.